What's good? It's your girl Amani Caesar. Smoke.
Boy, Dre, they forever, baby.
Brian Reeves, Director 70 times 7.
Man, it's your boy, Artist.
The girl's Asia's name. Girl named Masam.
It's Young Spook, one half back in business podcast.
Era, the Gap 2 Diva.
Big stuff.
Are you Milan? Here, Milan.
It's your girl, Flaming Gina.
This Auntie Pig.
Boy, Lou.
Ebony, aka Ebony with an I. I'm from the Big Head Radio Show, and I'm
With the King Teeth Network, huh?
Are you bringing it up? Okay.
Yeah, it's time.
Okay.
It's time. We're gonna give them a couple different looks for the night.
You rolling?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
You good?
Yep.
And we back. This is the King Teeth Network, man. Bvbyvoice Dylo. How are you, man?
Brad.
Look, come on now. Daddy too high. I'm trying to get to the business. We got
Yeah!
we bring him in properly, man. But
Thank you.
the person we seen just killing the stage, just murdering. Miss D came and was like, we got one, and I was like, we got one.
Yes,
what's
sir.
good, man?
My family.
How are you?
Blessed.
Man, thank you for being here. Let's get it in, though.
Let's go.
I need to learn about you,
Let's go, man.
What? Who is Bvbyvoice? Who? Let's talk, man. Who are you?
Man, young, aspiring artist from Cleveland, Ohio, pushing his music, you know what I'm saying? Based off of loyalty and unity, man. Ready to work. Been doing music for a long time, writing poetry and just, you know what I'm saying? Not only just doing music, but listening to music and understanding music to a deeper sense to like, oh yeah, I can see what type of artist you are just based off what I heard from you. So music is just a part of me, period. Like I love all genres of music. I'm not stuck in one box, so music is me, basically. That's me.
So, where did the stage presence come from?
Whew, you probably wouldn't believe me, but I used to preach for my church.
Facts. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? This all come from religious background, so that's really the hardest crowd to move. If I could move a church crowd,
Yeah.
it's easy to move a crowd that is like music. You know what I'm saying? It's easy, so that's where it come from. That's where my stage presence and stuff come from, and how to use my voice to the point where people can actually hear what I'm saying. So it really comes from preaching from my church.
So take us all the way back, then, man. Take us all the way back. Where do you, from Cleveland?
Cleveland, yes.
Where about what was your upbringing like?
Two-sided.
Okay.
I always say that. It was two-sided. It was both ends of the spectrum, always. So from up the way to down the way, I went to up the way schools. I went to down the way schools. People that's not familiar with up the way, down the way, that's maybe the upper ends, Harvard, Garfield, the Heights, Shaker, Garfield Heights. Then you got down 30th and 55th and Morris Black. So I spent a lot of my time in a mixture between both and going to schools between both. So it kept me well balanced and blended to the streets of Ohio. So
Time out. He is the first, look, I wish Scott didn't walk away. He is the first person on the King Teeth Network to actually break down what up the way and down the way. They're like, yeah, up the way. I'm like, first off, I get that we know this.
yeah.
But we got to talk to the people that's going to discover this.
Yep.
So that tells me that you are definitely understanding how to get your message across of what you mean.
Thank you.
I love that. So, okay, so all across the city, seen a lot, been a part of a lot, good and bad.
Yep.
What did you take from it?
Versatility and balance amongst crowds.
Real shit.
Amongst crowds. You know what I'm saying? You could put me in a room with any type of crowd, and you know what I'm saying? I could adapt. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way.
A lot of people don't adapt to the crowd around them, and sometimes it throws their energies off. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I took from that, being able to adapt. You know what I'm saying? What setting, when it's time to be a gangster, when it's time to be a gentleman. I'm ready for both.
And we all have had to fail to get to where we're at.
Yes.
And had to grow from our failures. So would you mind speaking on one of those that helped you get to the next level?
Ooh, yeah, as soon as you said it, it came right there with
There we go. That's the one I want. That's the one that hurt. That's, ooh.
Woo!
Chill.
I don't know if everybody familiar with the Ugly Money Nietzsche guy.
Yeah.
He do a lot of podcasts, kind of a big deal. So he came to Cleveland. I actually invited him to Cleveland personally. Wow. Talked to him a few times. He came to Cleveland, and I lost.
What you mean you lost?
I lost. It was a big show. A lot of people performing. I think the Mags Too Ready and them was there. They had a big crowd. Shout out to Mags and them. They had a big crowd. Cash was in the building.
Okay.
They had a huge crowd. They had a huge crowd in the Truth Lounge, and I was me, 1 or 2 people. I didn't have my audience I normally have, and I didn't take home the dub. But he knew who I was. He talked to him.
Oh,
I didn't even place top 3.
Wow. And this coming from a winner, man. Hold it up real quick. This is not something that's coming from somebody who don't win nothing. Okay? So this is taking you to a point of, damn, I gotta look at myself. Like what the so what did you in those moments, and I love how you even bigged up the other people.
Yeah.
In them moments, what are you thinking?
Getting stronger. Progression. Ironically, the next time I performed in that same setting, I implicated some stuff I seen them doing. They stood on stuff. They made their presence felt. I brought the same type of crowd they brought. I brought the same energy, and we've been winning ever since. So I took note from it, and
Wow. The turner, like you ain't wasting no time.
No.
Like I seen where I got it, but I just have to add.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I mean that's beautiful, and that takes me to where are you at musically right now?
Meaning like, as far as what?
I mean, like, are you in the deep thought? Are you trying to? Cause you can go up, down. You've been winning performances. So where's the music going right now?
Oh, it's everything going upward. Everything going upward. It's like I'm having a bulk of networking coming into me with other artists from Cleveland, DJs, producers. It's like it's all coming full circle. That's where I'm at with it. Like everything is starting to happen. Everything is blossoming up, and it's just the beginning. So this interview was big for me. Yes. This interview was big for me. Shout out to King Teeth and the whole family over here. So like I just feel like it's all culminating to one. You know what I'm saying? To being where I want to be in life. So everything is on the upward for me. That's how I feel. Like we just constantly going up. It just keep getting better, better and better every time we step out.
So collaborations. You've been you have a couple collaborations. Can you name a couple?
Me and Mr. Shut 'em Down. We working on the track right now.
Come on now.
Me and Rip Flames. We did something. We supposed to be shooting a video here soon.
You better show me, Rip.
Me and Jazzo, Envy Jazzo, shout out to her. We about to work on something. Me and Big Step, my brother, you know.
AB.
We got some songs. We
building.
still working. Visionary Purpose, those from Youngstown, a girl group. Yeah, a lot of people. So, and the list just keep going on, for sure.
So, how does it feel collaborating with so many different sounds? Because you just named different sounds.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
I feel like it's showing my versatility.
Yeah,
That's what I feel like.
Real shit.
That's why I'll be open to it. That's why I love to get on with different people. Like this person sing, let's go over here. Like, oh, that's you. You didn't sound nothing like the other song you did when you was with this group of people. So that's really what I do it for, to touch different fan bases and work together and to show my versatility as an artist, and that I'm just not stuck in a box of one sound in music.
Real shit. So, the things on your chest, right?
LTMB.
Explain that to the people and why that means so much to you.
Before we was even doing music, or it was just a way of life we had. Before we had it on any clothing, before we even had the saying, it was just us as brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, Cleveland at times can feel like you don't have nobody. Family, friends. In Cleveland, you can feel like you have nobody. So early on growing up, we knew we was going to make it just being loyal to us. A bunch of brothers, real cousins, real family, real friends, and we just made that pact to like, we could never lose if we loyal to each other. You know, just us. So over the times in the year, it grew, and it blossomed into music and clothing and everything, but really it's just a way of life. It's not even like a gang or nothing. It's really a motto, a way of life is to be loyal to your brother, not even if he's your blood brother, you know, just being loyal to your brethren or the people you around because you choose to be around because a circle with no loyalty is not getting nowhere.
It's not, and it doesn't, and it gets blocks and mistakes and things get missed.
Yep.
So, I mean, you got your manager here in the building. How does it feel? What is it like as the artist building a team?
It's difficult sometimes because a lot of people don't see your dream. So sometimes it get difficult. It does. Sometimes it get difficult. But when somebody see you adamant about something, then they tend to open up to it. If it's just something you do on the side or something you just playing with, then they might not gravitate to it. But when they see how adamant and how bad you want it, like I want this is extremely bad, like I need air, like I want this is bad, then people tend to understand that really love you or really got care for you to be like, okay, we can work with it. So I reached out to her, was like, hey, let's go. She was like, let's turn up. Dee's been a wonderful, wonderful help to me, helping me with the ins and outs, reaching out, bringing me projects and getting me seen out here. So she's been a big help to my career so far, absolutely. Her and my support team, my family, is really, 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 I can't thank them enough to help put me in a position to where I'm at now.
I love it. So what projects we got coming, what singles we got out right now? Talk to me.
Oh, yeah. We just dropped 3 songs on the 20th. So that's Automatics with me, Hollywood Los, EBK Trifling, shout out to them. They killed the track. We just dropped December 16th, a little low-key like Feel Me joint. We just dropped the song with Rip Flames called Fed Up, out on all platforms. It's been trending on the upward. Definitely. So
I want you to talk to me, break all 3 of those down, like the collaborations.
Okay.
And were you in the studio with them? Or did you send them these songs? What are these relationships like? Like, what were you feeling like? I want the whole thing, man. What's up?
Man, okay.
And I'm gonna have you tuck. We're gonna tuck you right here so you can bring that. You can swing now.
Yeah, okay.
You good now. You good. I know you wanna. You be getting into it. He be hyped.
Yeah.
He be hyped. So I had to get him right. That's it.
You know what I mean? I want to stand on the couches, you know what I mean? I gotta be filled. But breaking all those songs down individually, December 16th, we're gonna start off with first. It's a little more mellow cut. I was going through a lot of situations in death, and I had those type of feelings at the time where it was like I felt I was by myself. So at that time, I wrote that song. That, you know what I'm saying? I love those feel me type songs because even though they might not trend to the uppity or something you might ride around and bump, the people that's in that state or feel like that at the time can relate to that type of music. They need that music. Automatics, that project took so long. So on the first verse, we got EBK Trifling. He's from West Coast, you know what I'm saying? He's got a distributor deal with Snoop Dogg. He's been doing a lot of commercials. He's a big artist out there. Very talented artist, though. He heard it. My brother pitched it to him. He heard it when he was out there with Cali. He heard it. He was like, bro, I want parts. He want parts. So he got in the studio. He sent it back to me, and it kept going from there. I set it on it as an open track. I just couldn't find myself to write an own verse. Then I let my cousin hear it, Los. He doing good, so he got on it. They styles blended. It all merged into the perfect song. Like Automatics is definitely a perfect song. I love it. And last but not least,
come on now, don't forget. Come on now, come on now.
The song
we
with
put
Rip.
in the work, ain't we? Come on.
Yeah, the song with Rip. We met up at Winter Jam. We locked in.
That's fire. Cause I was there. So
Definitely.
I've seen it.
Definitely. We got in the studio together. I had somebody send me some beats a couple days before, so shout out to Beats by 3. We went through a few beats, right off of it. Rip went right in. He heard a beat, oh, that was the one. He went right in, no time. We got to work. We did that song in maybe an hour or less.
Wow. But
it definitely gravitated, was big, so it was good working with Rip because he's so, like, it's so easy for Rip.
Yeah.
It's so easy for it. And then
that boy a beast.
He makes a lot of subtle sounds that you be like, if you just listen to all the small subtle sounds, you be like, what is it gonna sound like? And then when you hear the finished project and it all blends, woo! It was different, man. It was different for sure. It was different. So that was a blessing working with Rip, man.
I love it. So let's talk about outside of the artist for a second.
Okay.
So you go through a lot of things, but you grew up in the church.
Yes. Yes.
So how did faith affect your decision making?
Big, definitely. It affect my decision making. Understanding that chasing your dreams sometimes seems like the wrong thing to do. Sometimes it seems like reaching out for certain things. You'd be like, man, why am I really reaching out for it? Is it really benefiting me? You know what I'm saying? Is it really pertaining to my everyday life? Like, I could be using all this energy to my children, to my family, you know, putting all this money behind them or whatever. You're like, is it really worth it? But then it's like, this is your dream. This is probably what you was put here to do. You can't just let it go by the wayside. You got to really give it a real shot.
So when did you know that it was your purpose then?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
That's a hard question.
That's a hard question.
Knowing that one. I ain't even gonna hold you.
That's a good
one.
one. That was a good one. That was a good one. But I want to say in my mid-teens, I played basketball good, I boxed good. Mind you, I've been teaching boxing since 2014. I've been teaching boxing since 2014.
See, we get to the real baby voice.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
the boxing trainer.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely good.
I love it. I love it.
Good coaches. So all those basketball, I was like, oh, this is a passion of me too. I was real good, but I was short. Like,
facts. I've been there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I'm too short, man. I'm real good, I'm too short. Boxing, I was doing boxing for a long time as being a fighter before a coach. Cool. Good. No, you good. We want to be right. Yeah, you good. No, you good.
We are great.
We want this.
That means somebody is.
Yeah,
sure
focus.
Good.
Yes.
I love it.
You good.
Back to it. Let's get it.
Back to it. So boxing, definitely I was doing boxing on and off. I really couldn't cut a lot of the bad habits I had when I was boxing to be like the strongest boxer that I wanted to be. And I'm a realist, so I was like, man, I'm about to get in here. I ain't been running as much. I'm in the gym every day, but I ain't been running. I've been eating bad. I would go eat a burger. Everybody know I eat crazy. So I go eat a burger. All my friends like, bro, you really? Yeah. So it was like, boom, 2014. I went to another gym to start training again. And it was like, man, you want to coach? And ever since then, it's just been a dream to just pass the knowledge on to what I learned to the children. I work with a lot of kids, the Mason brothers.
Really?
Yeah, I work with the Mason brothers, yeah, from the time they was young.
Get them on here.
Yeah, them boys is good. Them boys is beautiful. So
it's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. So
did you see that back then? That they was.
Yeah, because their father was so in their life. When they, you know, when them fathers be in their life and they really pushing and have a, you know what I'm saying, have that dream and that push to you, that's the edge.
Is it?
It's the edge. That's why a lot of fighters had their fathers as their coaches. You see a lot of fighters have their fathers work their corners or be their coach.
Especially
because,
the real big ones.
That's a lot of them. Sean Porter, Zab Judah.
The new cat, the young.
The Garcia did it. Yeah.
I mean, Floyd did it, of course.
Yeah, Floyd with his uncle. So when you got a father pushing you in boxing, or uncles, or a male figure that's pushing you towards it, it's definitely a lot easier accessible because they know what it takes too. They was previous fighters too. So when you got ex-boxers / fighters, males, you win. And I think that's why the Mason brothers has been so productive and good. I don't even think they lost. I don't think none of them lost. Then they undefeated. They doing good, man. I seen them with a blue check on Instagram. I said, yeah, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me, man. Let me come out on some of the ring walks.
Real shit.
Let me come out on some of the ring walks.
Relationships do. That's how that shit happens. Like, manifest that, because that's real. Like,
yes.
And you got the energy to do it. So, hey, make that happen. King's Eve Network.
Make that happen. Mason Brothers, you see this?
I'm going to say it.
That's
If
work.
I get close enough, I'm going to say, hey, come on. Where did boxing come in? When did that come into your life?
When I was about 18 years old.
Okay.
So I did start from very young, like 6, 7. That's the prodigy age you want to start with boxing.
Facts.
You want to start a kid around 5, 6, get into silver gloves, early teens, get into the golden gloves. You might fight sub novas or open after that. then you might want to go pro and maybe your early 2021 turn pro. You know what I'm saying? Keep a good undefeated record and you a household name. So boxing is really a self-driven sport that you can put on your back if you just get down and bite down and do it. You don't need a team. You don't need a group of people that's trying to support you or nothing. And you just got to get in, put in the work, and turn pro. Anybody can turn pro. Me or you could turn pro. A lot of people don't know that. Like, you don't need a college background or nothing. You could just turn pro. And if you really got the capabilities of doing it, you can go far in boxing. So that's the one thing I always loved about boxing.
Wow. That's beautiful. So so at 18 you just walked into
Yep, Thurgood Marshall.
Really? And it was just like, I want to learn.
Yep. Walked into a gym, said I want to learn, pushed myself to get in there 3 days a week. I didn't really have no parents getting me in the gym or pushing me to go to the gym. It was just out of my choice to come to this gym 3-4 days a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's probably another reason why my habits outside the gym stayed the same, you know.
Wow. Talk about that. That's real shit.
That's probably why, though. So, like, I would just get up. I could be doing anything. I could be playing a video game. I could be, you know what I'm saying, running around with my friends. But I went to the gym and did boxing for a long time with Forrest Caldwell, you know, Ohio Hall of Fame coach. I think I had Bulldog and the twin Asia. She was with me, Asia Smith. She a good boxer.
Wow.
A lot of people was growing up with me, and those were people that helped me in the gym, pushed me to be a better boxer, to be in the gym. Wilder, a few people. So, but when I left the gym, none of those people was with me. None of those coaches was with me. So
that self-discipline outside the gym.
And by me fending for myself, I'm going to get the food that I want. I'm going to get some fast food or, you know what I'm saying? If I'm with my crew and they light them out or something, I might hit it or whatever how we doing it, it was just night and day from boxing. And that's why rapping and boxing is night and day from each other. A lot of stuff that go on in music is really kryptonite to boxing.
Yeah. That's
so
right.
It was like all my life is like, which way I would go? Because it's like you have to restrain from bad foods, drinking, smoking, sex, everything. And then in music, it's all right there in the studio. Right there in the studio, it's all right there. Like, but so
you found my boy found his home. He was like, I was supposed to be here the whole time. Why I was doing all them sets? I kept going back. I feel that too. Every time I be at the gym, I'm like, I don't know, I don't play no more. I don't know why I'm in here like this.
What sports you did?
I played football, I played college ball and everything.
Oh, that's
down
good.
in South Carolina. Yeah, man.
That's
Straight
good.
out of John Hay, Cleveland, CMSD.
Yeah.
You know, all of that.
Yeah, what position you
full ride
played?
Scholarship, running back.
Oh, yeah, that's
I should have
good.
played linebacker though, but my shoulders was too little. I was a dog.
You
though,
was
right?
fast?
I wasn't fast enough to be a
Okay.
running back in college.
Okay.
But I was fast enough to be a linebacker. I just wasn't big enough. You gotta be a little bit taller.
They be beefy. Them linebackers be beefy.
And I ain't want to be no damn 245. No, I ain't want to do all that. So yeah, man. But so I understand like but the discipline you gotta have, the focus, and I feel like you took in some of that and put it into your game in this though.
Yeah, definitely.
How did that take you going through all of that? That boxing. How did that take you to the next level? And when you found what you really want to do?
Discipline. You said it. That was a big word. Discipline. Because even though with this music, you still got to stay on the straight and narrow. Even if you is, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot right there.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff can deter you from really getting in the studio or even making music or even having the mentality to sit down and write a song. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of energies, a lot of negativity that can come in your life to even deter you from that. So with that being said, I took up the study of psychology for 3 years. So that and boxing gave me the understanding and the discipline to know how to move in music and understand people. You know what I'm saying? Understanding people is big though.
Because from coaching and being around fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Definitely. So
you got to be able to take what you do in your life to what you want to do in your life. You know what I'm saying? We can't just be out here doing stuff and it don't really do nothing for us in the long run. So
Absolutely.
that's beautiful to know, because that means you're going to be here.
Yeah.
When you talk like that, that means you're going to be here because
I ain't going nowhere.
It got some understanding behind it, man. You got to have some understanding. This game is really not easy.
It's not.
You got to keep moving.
It's not.
So how do you stay motivated?
My family. knowing what I really want to do with it.
Yeah.
Knowing what I really want to do with it is putting my mother in a better position than what she in, my family, my siblings, my children. I want to see everybody happy. And I think when you under so much financial strain, it's hard to show the love to the people around you, especially in your household. If you falling behind in your household, behind the bills, it's hard to be supportive and reach out and help this family member. So if we all get a small financial freedom, we could all be, take trips together as one big unit and bring more unity to our family. So that's what I do it for. I even want to build a church, you know what I'm saying? On my first big check, I want to build a church.
That's beautiful. I've never heard that. That's fire.
Definitely got to give back to God, because without him, none of this is not possible.
So being a father, and we're going to get you out of here, but being a father, how is that balancing that and being an artist?
Oh, it get tough. But
Father of?
Father of 3, 2 girls and 1 boy.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I said I just dropped my son off before we got to this interview. Boy, look just like me, but that when you wake up to them or go to sleep to them, it's a different energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's different. You feel blessed. Like, you get love from them unconditional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel blessed. So that's another reason I push so hard.
I love it. So what do you want people to get from your music?
That I was a hell of an artist.
on everything. On everything. I was really like that.
I was really like that. That's what it really is for me. Music really not about money for me. It was about being solidified as one of those guys like that you refer to as he can really rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
from the city.
From the city, like he can really rap. He really can rap. That's really what I want people to gravitate to my music or get from my music, is to understand, like, I'm not a mumble rapper. You know what I'm saying? No discredit to nobody, but I'm not that guy.
Real shit. Well, my last question before we get you out of here is called Get It Off Your Chest. And it's just whatever you need to say to your supporters, to your haters, to your new fans, to the people who go and discover you, and just get it off your chest before we see you again.
To all those people, I love all you guys. To my haters, to my supporters, everybody, man, it's all love and peace and unity. Check my music out on all platforms. I have no bad feelings about nobody. You know what I'm saying? If they not hating on you, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, to all my supporters, I love y'all. To everybody that's been tapping into my music, I love y'all. Thank you. I humbly appreciate it. And I want to thank God first and foremost, too. So, all the promoters that's been looking out for me, that's putting me on these showcases, my manager, everybody, King T for this interview, everybody. I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Signing out, Bvbyvoice Dylo. Yeah!
And that's the King T Network. He closed it out. That's
it.
We out here.